was on the Parks Master Committee. Now, you talk about some civic involvement and doing a little bit of service about itself. It's a little more than coming to these kind of meetings. If you get involved in the city functions, that's where the voice is. Let's go over this list right here. Again, I was on the master plan. Mr. Bliss here was on a subcommittee that looked at our severe lack of boat ramps that we have in this city. I'm a huge proponent of places to launch your boat. 27 years ago, I trailered a boat down here. I've owned dozens of different kind of boats on this canal system. I'm a 200-ton Coast Guard master, current license on that. So if y'all want to talk about safety on the waterway, that's the first thing I want to talk about here. But first we're going to talk about lack of transparency and broken promises. Again, when you sit on these committees, everything that you look at is stated, and every drawing and every rendering that you get is a conceptual drawing. You start with that in order to come up with a budget on what you're going to do. It's great that they bring it to the neighborhood. They're required to do that, just like the MPO is required to get citizens' input to keep all the funding coming. But to think that you're guaranteed exactly every little thing that's on that drawing, I'm sorry, that's pretty naive. So the lack of transparency, the broken promises, I don't want to get into it, who shot John, literally, and John is my neighbor. I have a lot of respect for John. John's a very intelligent guy. And anybody that takes their time to come and start this, to hold these meetings, I started them. Actually, my wife did. She was the first president. It was Chief Arnold Gibbs that started this group, and it used to be called the Cape Coral Police Department Sub-Council. And we did a lot of great things. And obviously this group has a lot of potential to keep doing some great things. But the fact that we're so divided on this right now, quite frankly, disgusts me. Lack of transparency, I don't get it. I can sure see where a guy feels that he didn't get talked to honestly, and that's happened to me down there before with city management, and nobody likes feeling like they're getting lied to. I get that part. I agree with you, John. That's too bad. We got to move forward. It happened to me a lot worse on D&D, and I didn't see anybody down there. Second part, safety for all voters. This is a manatee zone that we're in, folks, all right? Again, I've lived there for 27 years. I'm the guy that does all the mangrove research out there. We planted 50,000 trees along that west bank of the Spreader Waterway. You guys that come speeding down that waterway and you don't care about your wake, you're not worried about the damage that you're going to do to anybody's wake, and you're liable for that. You can get sued for that. I don't know if you know that or not. The damage that you can cause to personal property, to injury, personal injury, these are really bad things. But the thing that galls my ass, you're eroding all those 50,000 trees on that west edge of the Spreader Waterway. You guys need to go not only minimum wake when you come out into that waterway, it needs to be no wake. You're churning all that stuff up, and if you come from up north, anywhere around the Tennessee Valley Authority, there's signs up there. Every one of them says, wakes are bad for fishing.
This is enough. We don't even
No.
need to hear a lecture from you.
You don't let it pass? Let's hear something.
Accusing people.
You know?
Why are we getting
You don't even know.
Because we've been working on this issue for well over a decade. When did you move here, sir?
I've been here 40 years.
40 years. Very good. In Northwest Cape?
Here 12.
Okay, that's great. Let me get through my little presentation.
I think you have.
We're over. You know what? It's about what I expected here.
Okay, well then leave.
No. No, I was your first president. I organized it. I paid the 15 bucks. We're going to see where this is going to go.
No, don't accuse people when you're saying you guys. How do you know? You don't even know. How do you know I go down this water where I do this?
Rick, do you want to speak?
You don't know anybody.